Welcome. We're going to be adding bunny ears to our Fedora cap. And, I saw it and I was like, oh, that looks so cute. I think I want to do that. Make a snow bunny. But you know what happened? This material is actually cashmere. And very sensitive to the touch in terms of, I guess because it's also off-white, stains. But for some reason, when I used stiffener and so forth, this little pink kind of showed up. And I was like, man, I didn't use anything pink near it. Honestly, this wasn't anywhere near it. There's something, I think, chemically that is causing this underlying pink to come up all over the hat. But I have an idea. What we're going to do is we're going to spray paint this hat. Not white. We're just going to, get a little fun with it. We'll go into it later. Yeah. Okay, so now the bunny ears, I'll be honest with you, I didn't use a stencil, but if you feel more comfortable using a stencil, there's plenty out there. If you just put in rabbit ear stencils, they'll pop up. You might be able to even print them, from what comes up in the Google feed, do a cutout, trace it, or I do know for sure Etsy has some bunny ear stencils. So I'm gonna, even though I cut these out, I want to do it again for you, but using this as my stencil. So say I want to use, and I actually, use scraps from the hat to cut this. Get your scraps. This is felt material. And you can use a number 2 pencil to trace. Depending on the color of your material, you can use a, chalk. I'm just using regular old chalk. Or you can use fabric, or they call it tailor's chalk. That comes in different colors. So with this, I'm just going to trace it here. I'm using white chalk because I don't want to change the color of my stencil here. I don't want pink or brown from the number 2 pencil to get on this since I'm going to use it. Okay. And what I would do is use that one stencil and fold over your material and cut 2 pieces at one time. Okay. So I love this. I love this scissor. It's Ginger, Gingher. That's what's carved in there. Such a very good fabric scissor. Okay. Okay. I think this is going to be all right. Okay. So we're going to start to cut here. And I'm cutting 2 pieces of material, so I don't have to do it individually. Okay, so there you have. You can just use one stencil for 2 pieces of material. Okay. Yeah. there you have it. Okay. So I just wanted to go over that for you, just so you have a little bit of direction. But we're going to use these same color as the hat. And one thing I want to point out is that I thought these were holes, and I mean not holes, I'm sorry. I thought they were spots. And I used my sandpaper trying to get it out. They're actually holes from the little tacks I used to hold down the rope. So to try to get out that hole, these two holes here, I'm just going to use this wire brush and kind of go back and forth with the material and see if I can minimize it so it doesn't appear to be, so the tack doesn't show. I know now from working with cashmere, you know, if I were to do it again, I would pick a darker color cashmere, and I would use white gloves when steaming it. Try to do this from both sides. It's different than felt. And this is like a wire toothbrush. Yeah. It's a little bit better, right? A little bit, maybe? Not 100%, but trust me, when I spray paint, I'll find a way to conceal it a bit. All right, I'm not going to focus on that too much. Now, you know, you may be saying, well, my material, like this material, you see how limp it is. If you don't want a droopy ear, you can do one of two things. You can use like garden wire or jewelry wire around it, sew it to the edges, put, you know, the other, sandwich it, and then sew it. That's a little bit too involved for me. I just use felt stiffener to stiffen it, like a board almost. And that way it'll stand. Now you can't bend it. I wouldn't recommend bending it too much because you break up the stiffener. Yeah, once you put it on, the stiffener, give it 24 hours to cure and you're good to go. Okay, I'm trying to decide which ear I'm going to use on which. Yep. And I pre-threaded a needle, and the thread I used is bonded nylon thread. Okay, same color as my hat. So I want it really in the middle dip. In the middle dip of the eye there. Yeah. And I want the curvature going inward. Because whatever I do over here, I'm going to have to do on the other side. Now this hat was pre-stiffened. Let's see how easy or how challenging it is. Okay, it's okay. The needle's going through. Okay. Pull this over here a little bit. There we go. It wouldn't hurt to use a thimble to help you get the needle in and out. I need to keep pulling this over. Keep pulling it towards me. Okay. Okay. I think when I get a good 6 or 7 stitches in, it'll probably stand up on itself. Right now I'm just trying to balance the ear. Oh, look what happened. My needle separated from my thread. Come on now. You got in here before. Don't act up now that you're on camera. Talking to my thread. Okay. Come on. You know what I do sometimes? When I have a hard time in the end of the needle, you know, has those little hairs and that's frayed, I use a little bonding spray so that there are no hairs preventing it from going through the needle. Let's see if it works. Or did I got a lot of bonding spray on my fingers. Let's try it again on on the string. There we go. Okay. Now that my fingers are nice and sticky. Wow. No, not wanting to cooperate. I'm going to do one ear for you to see, and then I'm going to pause, do the other ear, and then come back when both ears are done. But let's just get through one ear, shall we? You know, you're supposed to work for me. You're supposed to work for me. Come on. Sometimes cutting at an angle works. Oh, I got it. Got it. Okay, can we not do that again, please? Whew. Tell you. Okay. I'm holding on really tight here. Come on, people. Okay. When you hear that little pop, it's just breaking through the two layers of the, through the hat and through the ear, the bunny ear. Getting there, folks. Getting there. Okay. I'm going to do one more and we are done. Okay. Well, no, that could be it, right? Well, maybe I can kind of do the center here. How about that? Yeah. Center of the ear there. Just to give it some added security, added support. Okay. Yeah, I think that's great. Yeah, when they're both on, then they look like they're going back. Okay, I thought it was standing up too upright, but it's fine. Okay, so now I'm gonna lock this stitch. Let's see here. Okay. Okay. We got one down. You know, I don't know how to speed up my camera. I see certain videos, they'll speed it up and it goes fast. Someone can leave me a note in the comments how to speed up your video either on YouTube or on an Android phone. Yes, I have an Android phone. Please let me know. I see the slow motion button. We don't want that. We've gone slow enough. But yeah, sometimes I like to speed up things for you guys so you don't have to fast forward and I can just go through it. But I'm going to do the other ear and come right back. Okay, we have brought our work outside. This is fabric paint, spray paint, and I'm not really using any particular pattern. It's meant to look random, abstract, if you will. So there's no rhyme or reason. I just want to make sure I still see some of the white. I'm not trying to cover everything. And this is something you want to make sure you do outside. You don't want to inhale any of the paint fumes. And of course you don't want a mess. So this was fun. I used two other colors. I used a dark green and a magenta spray paint to do this in the same way. Guys, we're back. So we've brought it in from outside and the hat, and it still looked unfinished to me because the underneath, like this just looked unfinished. So what I'm doing now is just taking some of my acrylic paint. This is midnight green, and I'm just creating, you know, a little border just to kind of make it look finished. It's not a perfect border because it's painted freehand. So I've already done one side. My method is I'm laying it on its side. So I couldn't lay it on this side when it was wet, so I allowed that to dry. And now we're gonna lay it on this side and really just shake it up there and just put it on underneath. Okay. This is relaxing to me. I can't tell you how much so. You know, I wonder if I really knew how to paint on canvas, images and everything, I think I would get lost in it. Y'all probably never see me. So yeah, we're just painting the edge here. So I've decided I'm gonna name this hat. I was gonna name it Bad Bunny, but I'm like, look, I don't want no copyright infringement issues. It's only one hat, I doubt it, but you know, you never know. So I said, I'm gonna name this hat, instead of naming it Bad Bunny, I'm gonna name it Wicked Thumper. Yeah, Wicked Thumper. Okay, I'm gonna lift the hat up by the dry side and just continue to in this border here. Okay, and there we have it. There we have it. It's not completely dry, but I am, let's see if I can still put it on the mannequin head so you can see what the finished, oh, look at me. Look at me. Trying to handle this hat. Let me put it down because we are turning green. Would you look at me in a matter of seconds? Okay. Do I have to brush back over this? Now this side, there's some green showing. This side there's not. I gotta make the two sides look alike here. This side I did really good. Yeah, I gotta. Okay. Ugh. Okay. Should I stop while I'm ahead? Because now, for some reason, it's just a little messy. Okay. Yeah, it's okay. It's an abstract hat. Oh. It's an abstract hat. And now I'm green everywhere. I'm going to let it dry. I'm not going to move it because I'm just going to get more and more green. But, yeah, you'll see a picture of it for sure. This is Wicked Thumper. What do y'all think? Let me know in the comments. All right. Please like, share, and subscribe, guys. See you next week.